So, hello guys, welcome back to another episode of We Speak Football. This is week 6, I believe, or so, roughly, of We Speak Football. Just so you know, I am still splitting up the episodes. Just this past week was very hectic, and I don't know, the weekend went by, in a day, not even a day, you know what I mean? And I couldn't make the video, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, um, let's get into the predictions, everything like that, you know what I mean? So, predictions for last week's fixtures, you know what I mean? Last week's. Man U Leicester, 2-all. Middlesbrough Tottenham, 2-0 to Tottenham. Liverpool Hull, 3-1 Liver. Sunderland versus Crystal, 2-0 Crystal. Swansea, Man City, 3-1 Man City. Stoke versus West Brom, 1-0 Stoke. Bournemouth versus Everton, 1-1. Arsenal versus Chelsea, 2-2. West Ham versus Southampton. I couldn't decide between 2-1 and 1-2 for both of them. So basically 2-1 to either one. I couldn't decide. And Burnley versus Watford, 1-1. Results, okay? So for Man U Leicester, I said 2-2. It was 4-1 to Man U. Middlesbrough versus Tottenham, I said 2-0 to Tottenham. It was 2-1 to Tottenham. Liverpool versus Hull, I said 3-1 to Liverpool. It was 5-1 to Liverpool, so that was a fairly close prediction. I knew there would be a lot more goals. It would be a dominating match. Sunderland versus Crystal, 2-0 to Crystal. Is what I said. And it was 3-2 to Crystal Palace. And obviously I do the opinion things later. Swansea versus Man City, I said 3-1 to Man City. It was 3-1 for Man City. I believe that's 2 weeks in a row or something like that I make a spot on guess. I made a lot of close guesses, and roughly the score, and who'd lose, who'd win, that sort of thing. Anyway, Stoke versus West Brom, I said 1-0 to Stoke, because I thought they'd finally get that win, but no, 1-1. Bournemouth versus Everton, I said 1-1 because I just didn't think Everton could keep doing it, I don't think they have the talent at the moment. And I was right, it was 1-0 to Bournemouth. Arsenal versus Chelsea, I said 2-all. It was 3-1 to Arsenal. West Ham versus South, I said 2-1 to South, or 2-1 to West Ham. It was 3-0 to Southampton. Burnley versus Watford, I said 1-1. It was 2-0 to Burnley. And just real quick, going to throw this one in there. Moscow versus Spurs was 1-all. So now let's talk about my opinion. Give me a sec. Okay, just making sure everything's working, everything's recording properly. Anyway, Man U versus Leicester. 4-1. Is Rooney being dropped a good thing? Personally, I've thought that for about a year and a half now. So, I'm glad that someone had the balls to do it, okay? Because that's the problem. I feel like they're afraid to drop Wayne Rooney because it's a club legend, which he somewhat is. Anyway. Blind with a great corner and a cross, corners and crosses constantly, he's fantastic. As a left back, I almost play him over Luke Shaw when he does come back. Anyway, Smalling scored a pretty vital goal, getting his team ahead pretty quickly. And yeah, and getting the momentum. Herrera looks well better than Rooney, so you could probably play him, if you want to play Herrera and you don't know who to drop Rooney for him, you know what I mean? Anyway, Zlatan has missed a good few chances again. Rashford looks always looks pretty sickening. Mata had a great goal, so the build up was pretty amazing. And he had an okay match altogether. Well, I think okay. I was watching Match Today and they thought he had a fantastic match. I think it was okay. Rashford goal was a sneaky, fantastic play. I was watching Match Today because No, it's a great show, and if you don't watch it, I think you should. But they were talking about how they can. I think they. I don't know. They seem to understand what the players are saying on the pitch, which is weird. Maybe they're just guessing. But basically, uh, Herrera was screaming at Matt. I remember the the drill. That's it. Remember the drill. And then like Matt Anthony turned around and ran into that bit of open space. Lynn played it to him, and then he played it across to Rashford. You know what I mean? It was fantastic, and it was really almost weird. Anyway, Pogba he looks pretty good in that match. The cheeky chips, the cheeky little playthroughs. He could have had an assist and everything in that match, but Zlatan not skied it, but you know. Anyway, and a good old goal by him, a pretty nice header. And then I think it was Gray, that's who the Leicester player was who scored, with a fantastic goal. Man U's bad streak, I think, is over. Ibra needs to relax, I think, and he needs to take more realistic shots. I know he's a very good player, and that's what people like about him, is that he's going to try to shot from the halfway line. But you know who else used to take shots from the halfway line, and look where he is now? Wayne Rooney. Okay? And that sort of thing, you know what I mean? And I think he needs to take he needs to get 2 simple goals, even if they're headers from corners, even if they're little tap-ins, you know, like the ones that Harry Kane got. Doesn't matter. Those are 2 goals onto your little tally. And I think Ibra, if you can just get those maybe 2 other goals, I know he's a while ago he had like 5 goals, 5 games, you know what I mean? But if you can just get another 2 goals, it'd make him feel better, you know what I mean? And he just relax a lot more. Anyway, Middlesbrough versus Tottenham. It was 2-1 to Tottenham. Spurs also not playing proper starting team, just saying, no, we didn't have Dembele, we didn't have Dyer, and I don't know who we played right back. Oh, I think we played Walker, I'm not sure. Maybe we did. Could have been Trippier. We played, Ben Davies left back again constantly for a while now because we just can't play Rose at the moment. He's a little injured, just a little bit, and we're just trying to be safe. Dele Alli still needs to find a bit of form. Personally, at the moment, obviously, I think Tottenham have the best defense in the league. Son with an alright first goal, like the build-up was fantastic, and then Son scores a pretty good goal after some really nice dribbling. A great goal, a great shot. Everything about that goal was pretty good, other than the defending that was meant to be blocking him, like it was sloppy. Obviously, I'm not going to deny it, but even so, that's still a good goal. Dele Alli misses a decent chance, but at least we didn't need that goal. And yeah, he may be missing a few chances, but like he's stressed, obviously. You know, like he's trying to keep up with guys like Zlatan. He's trying to keep up with Zlatan Ibrahimovic sort of thing. He's trying to keep up with Pogba, who I think Pogba's quite good, but still, you know what I mean. And yeah, he's just trying to keep up with them, and I think, I don't know, it's almost, it's going to put a little strain on him, but I think he's going to find his form soon enough. Probably this weekend against Man City. Actually, that's going to be hard. But we'll talk about that one in a bit. And yeah, a good cross from a free and a decent header by Gibson, and that's 2-1. I feel like Son is a beast. I'm just going to throw this in here because I was reading it on Sky Sport or something. But Kane's going to be back in about 3 weeks-ish. So it's going to be nice to see Kane back soon. And yeah. Everyone was thinking he'd be out for a while longer or whatever, you know what I mean? But no, it's alright. Anyway, Liverpool versus Hull 5-1 to Liverpool. Coutinho missed a good early chance, but redeemed himself with a great assist to Lallana and a great finish. When Hull went down, when the whole ship, you know what I mean, went down, it was when they gave away that penalty and they got red carded. At that point, they just sort of went to shit, like proper shit. And yeah, Milner had an okay finish, Unlucky the keeper not to save it. Like he guessed the same direction and everything. Mane had a great goal and finished his goal and a great goal and finish. His goal was a long time coming, and Lallana doing decent, overall, and a great whole goal. You know, like the build up and everything wasn't great, but it was like a lost chance, and he scored it. And I know I always be saying lost chances, and he redeemed it. But that's a thing now, you know what I mean? And you can't deny it, and it's a bit of skill to do. Anyway, Coutinho with a great finish and goal, and he had a great match, I think. And Sturridge did well to get that penalty at the end, and Milner had an okay finish. Once again, unlucky of the keeper not to save it. Basically, the same penalty happened twice, and yeah, it like went underneath the goalkeeper's armpit sort of thing. I know that happened the second time, but yeah. And it was a bad birthday for the whole caretaker. Yeah, apparently it was the whole caretaker's birthday, and Jurgen Klopp sort of ruined it. And it's really funny because they were talking about it, and Jurgen Klopp was laughing, and he was saying like blame FA for the fixtures, not me. But Liverpool linked up quite well, so I'm not going to deny him that. I'll finish Sunderland Crystal, and maybe Swansea one. Then let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. 3-2 Swansea versus Crystal. Benteke looks like an alright sign. Defoe, the man with a cheeky back heel, very close. Defoe picks up on the Crystal Palace mistake. Defoe with a great goal that looks from what, and then later on, Defoe with a great goal that looks like a wasted chance. 2-0 up in 61st minute. Where did it go wrong? Well, Joe Ledby had got a deflection goal. MacArthur got an equaliser. Benteke had a 94th minute great header, very cross. However, I was watching over, and I was thinking, what is this? What is that? You know what I mean? And basically, the type of defense that David Moyes did there was he was defending a sideways free kick when really David Moyes should have been defending a corner sort of thing. Like, but yeah. And yeah, Swansea versus Man City is 3-1 to Man City. I got that one right, by the way. I think that was the one I got right, at least. And Aguero is back. Aguero with a great goal. Llorente with a great goal. And I think his first goal for Swansea as well. So that's pretty good. And by the way, before you might comment or whatever, I think that Sagna slipped and was not fouled. And that's my opinion, obviously. This is everything I do. Like, everything that I mentioned in the show is all my opinion. Do not hate on my opinion for it. Anyway, and I do think De Bruyne was fouled, so yes, that's a penalty. Aguero with 2 goals, and Sterling with a great goal. They can win the league, personally. They can win the league, but personally, I cannot see them winning it. And also, personally, I don't want them to win it. And Swansea were messing up their possession game, because normally they'd have like 70 possession. But I think it's 50-50 in this match. I'm not sure exactly the stats, but like, they did well to mess up their game. And honestly, I'm surprised Swansea lost. Like, Swansea did really well. And it was unlucky with that penalty they gave away. Anyway, Stoke versus West Brom. I won't explain a lot of things, but like, I'll say what my opinion is, and if you watch these matches, you know what I mean. Okay? So, personally, I don't think Peters was fouled, in my opinion. And an off-line clearance from a shot that was shot by Johnson and cleared by Dawson. A dull match, no offense to Stoke and Brom fans. Peters again wasn't fouled, in my opinion. Adley got his first Stoke goal. A decent build-up. And Martin's Indy gave away an unnecessary corner that led to an equaliser, a beautiful header by Rondon in the 91st minute. Now, I am not saying that there's anything wrong with losing in the 91st minute to Rondon, but when it happened, how it happened. Sorry about that. The thing with the mic was cut out, and like I was predicting it would. So luckily I'm ready this time. But it was a really unnecessary corner. Like, the goalkeeper he could have kicked it backwards, you know, bicycled it away. He could have just simply touched and passed it out. Just simply kicked out for a throw. Simply let the goalkeeper pick up and just hold off the strikers. But no, what did he do? He headers it wide, giving Rondon an easy chance in the 91st minute. When it's Rondon, he's going to put away a header that simple for him as well. But yeah, anyway, Bournemouth versus Everton, 1-0 to Bournemouth. Now, I didn't say that Bournemouth would win, but I knew Bournemouth would get a draw at least. And some say Burke from a great free kick and header from Lukaku, and Barkley with the free kick obviously, and Lukaku with the header. Bournemouth reacted well to clear the ball after that. And Bournemouth hit the crossbar with a very good chance. Unlucky for Wilshere. But still, obviously, I'm going to like hate on the guy because he's an Arsenal guy, but still. And the Ibe is still looking alright. Looks like Bournemouth were unlucky not to score more. Stan Neves, or whatever his name is. Sorry if I'm butchering it and you know exactly how to say it, or you're a Bournemouth fan or anything. But I don't know how to say it. But a beautiful top corner long shot out of nowhere, really. And Björk did well like usual. Like, Björk, I think, is a really good underrated keeper. Like, I'd put him in your fantasy football team sort of thing. And Harry Arthur is doing fairly well in that midfield. He sort of bossed the midfield. And he knew what he wanted. He knew what he should try and what he shouldn't try. And that's what you need in a midfielder. Anyway. Arsenal versus Chelsea, 3-1. Honestly, I feel bad for Chelsea fans because Cahill is, pardon my French, retired. You know what I mean? Sanchez, great chip though after that. Basically, Cahill went to pass it back to David Luiz for the keeper, but put zero power in it. And Sanchez just took the ball and chipped the keeper. Like, obviously he was going to do it. Like, that was simple. I could have scored it, anyone could have scored it. When it's handed to you on basically a silver platter. Walcott, the build-up to his goal was great tiki-taka style. Chelsea never gave up though. Respectable, very respectable. And I think Chelsea's weakness at the moment is having Cahill in that back line. Or no John Terry. And the Ozil goal was an okay volley, an okay build-up, but nothing too special there. And Bellerin saved Arsenal's clean sheet multiple times in that match, I feel. But one major thing at the very end where Pedro sort of took the ball from Costa and then he got tackled by Bellerin. And no offense to Arsenal fans, I've said this before I think, but is Alexis Sanchez, that good? Let me know in the comments. Let me know his stats to back up that sort of thing so I know if he really is that good. But obviously I don't look at it as a way I'm gonna look at it as a way that I'm probably gonna try and hate on him because he's a Arsenal fan, but I just don't think he's that good anyway. Like, I know that was his 100th appearance and that was his 47th goal for him, so I guess that's pretty good. I'm not sure. And yeah, for a winger that's pretty good, I guess. And anyway, West Ham versus Southampton, 3-1 to South. I sort of feel bad for West Ham, a good club but getting nothing and nowhere fast. Austin with a great first touch shot and was great just before the half time. The two fullbacks by the way for Southampton did really well. Bertrand and the other guy, I actually know who the other guy's name is, but anyway, they were doing really well. Yeah. Or was West Ham just doing really badly? And yeah. South were playing really good, and Tadic with a great sidestep around Adrian and a great goal. Honestly, they should never have gotten into that position though. West Ham sort of gave them that goal. But yeah, it was a great goal, I'm not going to deny it. Very cheeky, very good. And West Ham are unlucky not to get their pen from a handball, and Zaza having a bad day at the office, I guess. But if you ask me, this is just a speed bump for West Ham, though speed bump for West Ham though. So mark my words. Ward-Prowse finally getting a third goal that Southampton were working for the whole game. That felt inevitable at the end. And sorry if I start speaking really fast, but shit, man, I'm running out of gameplay to stick in the background. Burnley versus Watford, 2-1. Now this one's very rushed because I couldn't find any good footage on it, but I did what I could. Burnley playing really well. Jeff Hendrick, you fellow Irish fucker, you know what I mean, like in that messing way, you know what I mean, like getting a good header and a good goal. One of the hardest and underrated keepers in the league, which by the way is Gomez. He's very good. Alright. I know Gomez is very good, but I'm pretty sure that's who they played, and he is very good. Keane with a great header, a great goal from a chance that looked lost. This is a football talk show. Well, let's talk. I know this is a football talk show, but I want to go a little bit off topic, okay? And this is my opinion. You can hate on it, you can agree. I don't care. This is my opinion, nobody else's. But Andrew Gray, I don't think he should be punished for the sexist I think he made. I know he did make some racist ones and homophobic tweets, but he made these when he was younger. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, and you're punishing him now and not then. And if you were to punish him, like I know you punish him anyway, they punish him for about 6 matches or something like that. Well, I feel like it should only be 2-3 matches because it happened so long ago, and he's matured and he hasn't said anything recently that we know of. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like you should have punished him back then if you really want to go like that. Anyway, CSKA Moscow versus Spurs, 1-0 Spurs. It was somewhat funny. Spurs fans were told not to wear any Spurs gear by the armies and the police and foreign relations sort of thing. So that's pretty good. That's pretty funny. And I think that the Spurs should have had at least 2 penalties for fouls and handballs. Like at least 2. So it shouldn't have been as bad, like as tight that match was. But Son scored the only goal against Moscow and we won. Very proud, and we should have won. Should have been more, but with a win nonetheless. Like I said, Tottenham, in my opinion, are sort of being fucked with the penalty decisions this year. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I got distracted. Predictions for next week. Everton versus Crystal Palace. I think 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Swansea versus Liverpool. I think 3-1 to Liverpool. Hull versus Chelsea. I think 1-1 or 2-1 to Chelsea. Sunderland versus West Brom. 2-1 to Sunderland. Because I don't know. I just did. I don't know why I actually had that one written down like that, but I'm sure I have my reasons. And what else? Sorry, one sec. West Ham versus Middlesbrough. I said 1-0 to West Ham. I think that's their turning point. I think they're going to drop someone and bring out another defensive player so that they don't concede as much. I think someone like Payet could score in the 90th minute. Maybe a free kick, maybe just a normal goal. But we will have to see. Watford versus Bournemouth. I think this can be a 1-1. Man U versus Stoke. 2-1 to Man U. Tottenham versus Manchester City. I'll actually come back to that. Leicester versus Southampton. 1-1 or 2-1 to Southampton. Yeah. And Bournemouth versus Arsenal 2-1 to or Burnley versus Arsenal 2-1 to Arsenal. Now Tottenham versus Manchester City. I went 2-1 to Tottenham, 1-1, 2-2, and like 2-1. Sorry, this is so sloppy, but the recording's glitching, but I'm doing everything I can. Anyway, 2-1 Tottenham, 1-1 Tottenham, like, you know, for everyone, 2-2, and 2-1 Man City, because Tottenham have home, and then we don't have a striker, and we're in decent form. And Manchester City could easily go and lose to Celtic tonight, not because they're bad, but because Celtic is extremely good. Or you know what I mean by extremely good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and peace.